Alright guys, welcome back to the third episode of Space Mountain Build. This time it's been a long time since I recorded the last episode. Still having some issues with the files I recorded, some converting and so on, so this took a lot of time and now I'm back here with the episode, continuing with the roof of Space Mountain. Obviously, this time around, the basic work is done, and now I'm going to do some more of the detailed work. But before going into detail, I noticed that all these curtain things, these blue things, I built the first layer of the roof with, they don't have a texture on the backside, so I needed to do something to make it look dark inside. So yeah, this is why I took again these roof building parts and filled them with the stone bars here. And I guess this is really one thing why the performance in the end was so bad, because as you can see here now, they are filling in multiple parts, multiple of or plenty of these stone bars, which in the end, I guess there are so many objects which have to be loaded by the CPU, by the whole program, and the whole game has to be powered up for over thousands of objects, and I think this is giving my computer the rest. So basically, for just for the overall look, it's kind of great, but for the overall performance, this is the worst thing you can do. Just taking such an object and filling it with so many single parts, and yeah, basically it really has a good look and it fits together very well, but in the end, for the performance, this is really a bad thing, and I hope in the future time the Planet Coaster Alpha, the second one, will provide us some objects which really do lighten up the whole thing and do make it a little bit more easy to build bigger structures without putting in over thousands of parts for just one roof part, for example. Yeah, basically now this is just copy and paste. Not the most interesting thing here, because once you got one of these parts, it's pretty easy to connect all them together. Yeah, it's all about the basic work which you do in the beginning, and if everything fits together well, you will have no problems just assembling it later on. Yeah, here I just put the second roof part a little bit deeper than the first one, and afterwards I noticed that the part on the roof is a little bit too, let's say, too deep, and so I cut off the rest of it, which I thought was a bit too much. Yeah, then going on here to fill in the bottom of the dome, which essentially, unfortunately had some problems, because the terrain wasn't that flat out. So since there is no terrain editor at the moment, I needed to do it like you can see in the background now, and it's really again fitting together a lot of buildings just to get the effect that everything is filled in. And also later on in a later episode, there you will see that I will change the whole bottom here from blue parts to the concrete ones, because I don't know, at the beginning I really was about doing it like blue, and I thought blue was pretty cool, but afterwards I noticed, yeah, no, that's not what Space Mountain should look like inside. So I decided to do this again with the concrete part. I guess I will cut out this part, just showing you the result in the end when it is concrete, but I guess it will be in a quite, maybe in the fourth, maybe in the fifth episode, I don't know. I really have to just look how many parts I will release from these Space Mountain building, because yeah, I just put together all the parts and I figure out to get everything in with all the rebuilding of the station and so on. There would be over 12 or 13 episodes if I would be staying with 10 to 12 minutes. Even this episode has got 13 minutes, just to have a little break where it's really sensible to make a break. Yeah. Here in the background, just saying, this was a really dumb idea. I noticed was really looking some kind of strange, not having a connection between all these tube parts, and so I just tried out some things to connect them all. Since I'm a lazy guy, sometimes I try to do just one building, which I might duplicate. This really didn't work out, so here's that what I'm doing afterwards, just putting together each part from each single tube element and then skipping forward to the next one, just to give it an overall, yeah, like connected look. Yeah, that's essentially what I was doing here, and now finally I'm beginning to finish up the roof, which really was a little bit tricky, but also a very cool part, to be honest, because I really love the roof of the Space Mountain Paris. It's kind of, yeah, has these combination of a very modern look, but also with this, yeah, really like future design from Space Mountain, which isn't the modern. It's more like the Jules Verne version of all this kind of stuff, and so it's a really nice mixture of modern look and these classical. Yeah, it was like in the past it has been modern, but not the modern part we know. Today it is really kind of a mixed up style, and I really love it because it's yeah, it feels like it's not seen too often. Like if you're doing some modern stuff like Matrix or something like this, it's all very common, very well known, and you don't mind if it's like, for example, in a film like Avatar or any other Elysium, and all these films like having a modern style which is kind of similar or maybe even equal. But in this case here, this Jules Verne Space Mountain theme is kind of something else. Maybe it really is like a little bit towards Star Wars. Maybe part of the Fantasyland. Oh, sorry, I guess Tomorrowland is the correct name today. But it's, yeah, it's something really outstanding for itself. It's not like seen too often. So yeah, this was really challenging to just try to repeat it here in the game and find this kind of style there on the roof. And I was like, yeah, just playing around with all the assets we got in the game so far, and really I really like the result when it is coming to the end. I really like what I did there. It feels like, yeah, it worked well together, but obviously in the future part or in the futures possibilities we will have, fortunately with Planet Coaster, it will be less tricky to build kind of the connection here. As you can see, it was really like struggling a little bit which parts I will take to make it overall looking nice. But yeah, it's kind of all about the game now is like trying around with all the parts, and I really like the idea of this building with combinations and with different parts from different buildings, just to assemble them together and come along with kind of a great result in the end, by just putting together different styles. It's kind of a cool way, but I also understand if there are people who might not spend as much time as I did here on building kind of stuff like this. For example, here like putting all the pillars together like this just to fill in the floor. And as you can see here, I stopped there also because it was really annoying and you can't see it from the button part, and so I stopped there. Yeah, this here is also a very interesting part because I wanted to build these three, I don't know if these antennas or something like this, and yeah, I just wanted to build them also. And here I figured out I could take those wooden things to maybe build the antennas. Really, I really freaked out with this assembling there, because I didn't really notice that the heights of this fence is different from the one part to the other. So the connection between these quarter parts isn't really perfect, and I didn't notice this in the beginning. So this is why I just was messing around on the floor there, putting that together. but in the end it looked quite good because from the bottom part there you can't see really that this is a wooden fence. It really looks like more like an antenna, and yeah, I kind of like it. It would have been cooler to have some rounded up metal fences, but since there are no ones in the game, I'm just quite happy with the result. Yeah, then the next part are these kind of, yeah, like structures to hold up the roof. I don't know the English word for it. Like support, access support. I don't know. I think support might be the best word for it. Really, the idea wasn't in the beginning to build it from over the whole part of the roof. It was just like having some supports here at the top um, of the roof. But after messing a little bit around with it, I noticed it could have been quite cool to just yeah, just build the support over the whole part, because if you look from this angle, it really kind of looks a little bit lost there on the top of the roof. So just I tried out how it would look if you go down with the complete structure, and yeah, it worked out quite well. So just here trying around which one looks the best. I really kind of don't understand these white ports, or because some of them, I don't know for what reason, they don't stick to the axis. They just lie on the right side, on the left side, and if you just rotate them, they really don't fit to any angle. Kind of, I don't know why, but yeah, I don't use them too often because they don't fit together in any means. So yeah, just using the normal ones because they really tend to fit in all the axes you got there and all these grids. But all the smaller parts, I don't know why they don't fit, but they might have some reason, but I didn't figure out which one. So yeah, as you can see now here, this is the structure which I decided to go for, and yeah, it was a little bit kind of hard to find the right angle because you have no real fixed point where you can assemble them. It's not like assembling the roof parts where you have all these wooden parts where you can assemble them really inch perfect together. Here it was a little bit like freestyle where to fit in. I just tried to orientate by the bottom parts, as you can see there, when it goes inside the roof part, and yeah, it worked out good in the end. But I guess if you would zoom in a little bit, they aren't really imperfect, but it didn't matter at this time because from far away you can't even see that, and from being a little bit more close to it, it also looked good. It wasn't perfect, but it looked good. So yeah, here it was like just connecting it with the tube, and that's it for the episode number 3. So stay tuned for the 4th one. I hope you still enjoy this series. For future versions, I might skip out some parts because really now when the station is going to be built, I really often just kind of delete it and rebuild it and delete it and rebuild it, and maybe I just make a really crank fast time lapse like 20 times to just skip it and give you guys the possibility to see it, or maybe I will leave them out completely. Don't know what, but yeah, stay tuned. Ciao.